Hey everybody, so I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. It was my fault. So this is take 2. What happened? What's going to happen to Belle this week? We had a couple people ask us, since I'm flying out to Indiana for the RV open house with Winnebago, and Sabrina's working all week, where will Belle go? And unfortunately, Belle needs to go to a overnight boarding doggy daycare place. We're not too happy about it. Well, we're not too happy about it, but Belle is...
Oh my gosh.
Belle is pissed off about it. So we took her and dropped her off today. So what's happening is, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm flying out to Indiana this week for the RV open house. Sabrina starts work on Monday, and she's doing 12-hour... Oh, my eyes look really red. I'm tired.
That was random.
That was random, sorry. So... Sabrina starts work on Monday, and she's doing a minimum of 12 hours a day. It's rare that she's even out on time, and that doesn't even include the travel time for her to get there and to get back. So,
can't quite keep Belle in the RV that whole time. So.
Yeah, there's just no way for us to do. Well, Sabrina found something called rover.com.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's really found. It's been around for a while.
Sabrina found it. It's called rover.com, and they'll come to your RV.
Well, your house.
Or... some people live in homes, I guess.
Or you can drop the dog there for daycare in certain people's homes for daycare services in their home, and they have flexible times and everything like that.
But Belle's cray-cray, and she can get out of her harness. She doesn't do well with people that when she first meets them, and at least with the doggy daycares where she's staying overnight, everything's fenced in. There's no way for her to escape. Belle, as little as she is, she's able to leap over 4-foot walls. So she's just like, I mean, she's just crazy. She's just a crazy little dog.
I think we boarded, one of the places we boarded her probably about 3 years ago, we boarded her while we were in California. They called us to tell us she jumped over the wall of the little dog section and was kind of like running around their place. So they had to put her in the big dog section. So we were kind of a little wary about bringing her to somebody that she doesn't know's house, because if she did get out of her harness or jump their fence, they couldn't call her back. And that was our concern.
Yeah, and she is lightning fast. She is crazy, ridiculous fast. So that, we had a couple people ask us, what about Belle? And they were concerned for Belle, and we're concerned for Belle too. So, unfortunately, the whole reason for us to be living in the RV is that all 3 of us can stay together, all the time. This is just a rare situation that we're like splitting up here. Normally, I'm home. And I'm able to take care, and I take care of Belle. I take care of Belle all the time.
Well, yeah, you said, oh, you got a dog so that I could take care of it.
Sabrina really wanted a dog. I've never had a dog growing up. You had dogs growing up, but
when I was little.
But you were real little, and I always said to her, I said, I don't know, they're a lot of work, and I don't know if I want a dog. And Sabrina's like, oh no, it'll be fine. Not everybody has dogs, but people have dogs and they love them and they play. I take care of Belle all the time. So that's what we say. Sabrina got a dog so I could take care of it. But Belle is awesome. Belle's a great dog. She's just really, really hyper.
She was so traumatized when we dropped her off. Oh my gosh. The lady tried to put her in her little boarding kennel, and Belle slipped away from her, ran back up to us, was standing next to me, shaking at my leg, and... oh, she was so traumatized. Then she tried to come up to you and shaking at your leg. And then she tried to run out the door. It was just... yeah,
I think she thinks she's been dropped off there for good. So Sabrina and I are Belle's 3rd parents, I guess you could say. She's a shelter dog. And she's been returned 2 times before. Just because she's... I mean, she really is wild. She's just a wild... wild animal, that one. And when we got her and brought her home, she was crazy for us. And it took us a long time to get her to calm down and us to figure out why she was so crazy. And it just turns out she's crazy. But
yeah,
I guess there really wasn't anything that we figured out. We just figured that she's just crazy. But Belle's the happiest when it's all 3 of us, even if it's just us sitting here. She doesn't need a lot. She just needs it to be all 3 of us together, doing nothing at all. Belle would be just... sitting here and sleeping or, making weird noises sometimes. But, so that's where Belle is. Belle is going to be boarding for the week, and I'll pick her back up on Friday when I return. Sabrina's taking me to the airport in a few hours to fly. Well, not a few hours. Oh, yeah, in a few hours.
A few hours.
Yeah, My flight leaves at like 5:30 in the morning. Supposed to be there at 3 in the morning.
I told him he could take the car and he could drive to the airport and park the car at the airport. The airport's about 35 minutes away. And then he said to me, if it was you, you know I would take you.
And drop you off and make sure
I know,
you made it okay.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
Because she's off tomorrow. She can go back to sleep. You know, I can at least take that little nap to the ride to the airport and not be all groggy and, I don't know. Okay. You get to go back to bed. I do not like flying. I'm actually working tomorrow with Winnebago. We're all doing a meeting tomorrow night to figure out our game plan for the week. So that's it. I guess that's where we are. That's where we're going. That's a saying. I don't know. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Safe travels. Hopefully this time it works.